Welcome to episode 16 of Huerta Urbano. Life continues here in the planter box backyard garden and in the super small front yard garden. The growth is pretty awesome. What I can actually have, it's pretty cool. So we're starting to see peppers now. We're starting to see some in the planter boxes. We're starting to see some butternut squash in the front yard garden, among other delicious food grown on fertile soil without chemicals. Before I go on, I need to let you know I made a mistake in the video. I said cauliflower, and it's not cauliflower. It's actually a cabbage plant that I'm talking about. So I just wanted to hurry up and fix that real quick. And before we get into the movie, I want to talk a little bit about another reason why I think playing in the dirt is actually so important, and why we should do it for our health also. Today I'm going to give you one more reason why it is that important to play in the dirt every day. When I say play in the dirt, that can be you just taking off your shoes and socks and walking on the beautiful planet Earth. Filling with your feet and your toes planet Earth. But to understand what I'm going to talk about, you need to know first what are free radicals. So free radicals are just molecules or fragments of molecules that contain an unpaired electron, and they always want to be paired. They're always looking to pair that extra electron, because electrons like to be paired, like to be even. So they'll basically do anything to find that extra electron. And many times that's destroying other things so they can become paired and become stable, and that's not a good thing inside of our ecosystem. And free radicals, they don't just form because of unhealthy lifestyle. Just by living trying to live our daily healthy lifestyle, just the digestive process alone can cause free radicals to form. So if only by trying to live as healthy as possible, we form free radicals, how can we find them a partner as fast as possible so they don't actually cause damage? And that's where soil comes in. A healthy soil is where the partner is found. A healthy soil will have a negative charge, and with that, the electron or that negative charge of the free radical will be paired. Will find its pair, and that soil will give it that pair, that electron, and that free radical will become a neutralized molecule and it won't cause us any harm. So it's another great reason why we should be playing in the dirt. We should be taking our shoes and socks off and actually walking on planet Earth. We've been living way too long on cement and with shoes on. We need to, again, get our hands in the dirt, take our shoes and socks off, and actually walk on the dirt, walk on planet Earth, so we can neutralize all those free radicals and just make them good old-fashioned neutralized molecules that won't do us any harm. So one more reason to get outside and play in the dirt. I really like how Dr. Conover says. I'm gonna just let you. I'm gonna actually give the quote of what he says. We are meant to build up free radicals and inflammation by the way we live our lives, and the earth is our docking station. Now, that was a pretty neat quote. And of course, if we want to get all those free radicals neutralized, what is the best way to do it? Put our feet on the ground. But earth, not cement, earth. You guys are awesome. Enjoy this video.
Hey everybody, how about I give you a little update how we're doing here in this little mini urban planter box garden that I got here in the middle of the city. Let's check it out. So as most of you seen, we are definitely growing. Where I got the most growth is actually from this pepper plant. I'm totally digging that. Look at that. That pepper plant is coming up. We're still eating tons of carrots. I'm probably eating about 40 carrots with my kids. There's probably still another 20 to 30 carrots in that planter box. We've eaten about 20 tomatoes, and we're still getting tons of beautiful tomatoes. To me, that's just beautiful. I couldn't ask for something more beautiful than that. And then we got some new green ones up here coming up. We're eating all the red ones down there. We got the leeks coming up and the green onions. We got some lettuce that I'm gonna be eating soon. That's another pepper plant that's coming along. It's not as strong as that beauty, but it's coming along. We just got some rain last night, so everything's kind of wet. It's been pretty wet the last well, it's gonna be wet for the next couple of days. There's another little pepper plant, but it's not doing quite as good as this pepper plant because it's not getting quite as much sun because those comfrey leaves cover it, and it just doesn't get that much sun. Here's my other tomato plants. And as you can see, just tons of red, beautiful tomatoes. Just super stoked. And then we also have the cauliflower plant. So I might actually get cauliflower. I've been eating the leaves underneath it because they're so good. I actually gave one to my daughter and to my nephew, and they're like, "Wow, I didn't know that tasted so good." It's like, yeah, look at that. And here's another tomato plant that I've had to prune down quite a bit because it's just going crazy. And we've eaten quite a bit of tomatoes off this plant, and there's still quite a bit more. And we got some new tomatoes coming up, as you can see over there. So pretty neat. Here in this backyard, little teeny garden, this planter box garden, lots of tomatoes, some carrots, and we're getting some other things now. It's coming along, but we're eating quite a bit of carrots. There's my avocado tree, and there's the other avocado tree over there. But everything's coming along pretty well here in this backyard. I'll go show you what's going on up front too. So this is what we look like up front. So I got those potatoes that I actually have to dig up. I'm gonna let it dry up a little bit, but I gotta dig up the potatoes and see what we got. Hopefully we got some good potatoes. I'll let you know exactly when we dig those up and how many we got. That tomato plant is doing all right. Again, we have to realize that I have a little bit of sun back here. The squash plants are doing pretty good. I got a ton of arugula coming up. As you can see, lots of arugula coming up. Squash plant, some of them are having trouble, as you can see. There's one over there that's pretty much died all the way back, but others growing pretty well. There's that one up front that's coming along pretty well. Got a little bit of lettuce left that I'm gonna have to eat that with the arugula, but it's not gonna be enough for a salad. Now here's that concrete plant that really blew up. And here's these plants, these squash plants. There's the mint. There's the lemon balm. Excuse the cars. We're in our front yard. Well, the front yard garden, so cars are passing by. And there's the squash plants. They're doing all right. And then we got Swiss chard there too. So that's what we're looking like up in the front yard. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm pretty excited about these potatoes. I wanna dig them up and see what we got. I'll do that with my daughter because she's the one that kind of planted those with me. We'll check those out. But we got a lot of good arugula over there that we're gonna start to eat real quick. That's what we're looking like here in the front yard. In between, there's the sidewalk and a car in the street. Can you believe that? That's our front yard garden.
Thanks for watching this episode. As I take this obstacle of mine and turn it into the way, this obstacle of mine of having not enough room to grow what I would really like to grow. I appreciate that. And don't forget, if you like these videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pastos Verdes Farms, what it's called. You can also listen to my podcast where I go into a lot more detail of other things about who I am and health in general. So if you like these things and you're interested in these things, go to my website, Pastos Verdes Farm, where you can get a lot more information. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.